exams or interviews, they're very, very nervous. Someone nervous are irupanga. So, how do you handle that situation? 1 lakh followers, but the most important thing is, journey where did we start off and how can we apply that to learning? How are you going to pitch yourself? Please welcome siddahmed. First 100 followers, when we started doing the recordings, right? Yakkachakka retakes, time and again. Now, we've gotten to a stage when the camera is on and I can go ahead and record. Why is it that it has changed from 100 followers to 1 lakh followers today? When it was 100 followers, we had to do so many retakes of the videos. The moment the camera goes on, I'm not able to deliver on that particular script. But today, I'm able to deliver that with ease. Why is that so? I was thinking about it and I wanted to have a thoughtful message around when we have this 100,000 followers. What is it that I want to really communicate in today's conversation is about relentless practice leads to reflexive performance. What it means by relentless practice is you are continuously practicing. Practice anything, whatever you want, in whatever forms or ways, whether you're preparing for an exam, whether you're preparing for a speech, whether you're practicing for a pitch, whether you're practicing for a sales call, whether you're practicing to meet somebody, whatever it is, right? You just need to have relentless practice. Relentless na idaividada muyarchi. Like you are continuously practicing on whatever is that particular trait. So there is a book by Malcolm Gladwell. In the book called as Outliers. In that particular book, what Malcolm Gladwell talks about is 10,000 hours of practice makes you master of the craft. Like for example, Sachin Tendulkar, when he was playing cricket, right? When he is about to strike a ball, he has had so much practice, he's played that ball already in his mind several thousand times. So when he actually strikes the ball, it is only reflexive action. It is not at that particular point in time, he's thinking, how am I going to strike that ball? Similarly, when you are going to an interview, it is so important that you need to have practiced that answer so many times that the moment the interviewer asks that question, it comes out like that. You are not even thinking through your head at that particular point in time. The same thing goes to a school student. If you are a school student and you're preparing for a particular exam, the question which is being asked, you got to prepare it so many times, it comes out in a flash and you're able to respond. Right? In certain times, you have to apply your analytical skills and things like that. That's a different perspective. When you're doing math and various different things, that comes with how you apply your analytical skills. The same thing goes back to if you are in acting. Okay, the camera goes on and you should be able to deliver the script. How are you able to deliver that script? It's because of the repeated practice. If you are an entrepreneur and you are going in front of the VC, you are going for raising capital, how are you going to pitch yourself? The pitch has to be practiced so many times. The moment it goes, it's action time. In action time, there is nothing like you can choke up. Choke up na you stall. When the lights come on to you, you do not know how to respond. You just choke up, you freeze. Choke up and சொல்லுவாங்க. எப்படின்னா ஸ்டேஜில் போய் நீங்கள் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க ஒரு சில பேர் they just completely freeze. ஒரு இன்டர்வியூவில் ஒரு question கேட்குறாங்க and you're just sitting there and thinking. That is what is choke up. But how do you avoid choke up? The way you avoid choke up is there are a lot of people feel really, really stressed out before exams or interviews. They're very, very nervous. Someone nervous are irupanga. So how do you handle that situation? The first and foremost thing what you got to do, if you are nervous, and this I have practically applied right from the time when I've been from my first job. My first interview I used to do this. And then there is something called as the releasing your stress before your interview. You use your palms, you use this as a vacuum, you do this exercise, as a result of which you will be able to relieve your stress. Another thing what you can do is deep breathing. Deep breathing basically gets your heart to a stable situation where you become normal. Deep breathing is you're taking like 10 seconds if you breathe in for 3 seconds and exhale for about 7 seconds. That's what you do in deep breathing, as a result of which you can calm your nerves a little bit before you go in for the interview. So, if you are ever going to attend an interview, the most important thing I want you to do, relentless practice. Put in as many hours doing mirror practice. Whatever questions which are going to be asked, you need to be aware what kind of questions will be asked. If you are in the job market and you are going to be interviewing, we are going to be putting an interview guide, as a result of which you'll be able to see what kind of questions probably generally get asked, and you can prepare on those particular questions. Similarly, when you are probably going in for a pitch as an entrepreneur, or you are making a sales pitch, how do you prepare for a sales pitch and how do you present yourself? If you are a parent, what I would love for you to do is, if you have kids who are going to school and they have a test what they're preparing on, be a coach, stand on the sideline and help them prepare as many times as possible. And I wanted to also highlight this. If you are preparing for an interview, one of the other ways what you can practice is you can ask your friends to sit and interview you, and so that you can practice as many times as possible where it comes just flawlessly. The moment the question comes, it should come out in a bang. Yes, this is my answer. So that is what is relentless practice leads to reflexive performance. And right now, I'm completely reflexive. All right, so if you like this, go ahead and share with your friends, tag your friends who are actually preparing for interviews or having any kind of test what they are attending. Go ahead, like, share our content. Thank you again, and most importantly, for the time which you've invested in watching this video, I'm forever grateful. Thank you.